Glad to have you join us this evening. This is Flow News at 6 on Flow 94.9 FM, the flow of God's own state. My name is Michael Oni. The headlines. Federal government vows to deal with anyone found guilty of banditry in the north. Gombe state government imposes indefinite curfew to forestall breakdown of law over slain boys brigade. Abia state government decries rate of extortion of Abians amongst security agencies. And on the foreign scene, voting is underway in Spain's third general election in 4 years. The details shortly. We'll begin this evening with security, as the president has vowed that the federal government will not spare anyone found wanting in the wanton destruction of lives and property in Zamfara, Katsina and Kaduna states. The president spoke through Governor Aminu Bello Masari of Katsina state, who, accompanied by security heads of the state, visited Yan Santa and Shamia Jingo villages in Kankara local government to condole with the people over the recent terrorist attacks on the communities, resulting in the loss of lives and property running into millions of naira. President Buhari, who condemned banditry in the three states in strong terms, gave a marching order to security chiefs to, within the shortest time possible, root out bandits terrorizing part of Zamfara, Katsina and Kaduna states. The senior special assistant to the president, Garuba Shehu, says President Muhammadu Buhari could govern the country from anywhere in the world. Shehu, who was reacting to the concerns raised by some Nigerians on the president's UK trip, has said that so long as the president's absence was for a short period, he did not need to inform the National Assembly. He maintained that the president was exercising authority as the president, since his absence will be for 10 days and not up to 21 days. Nigeria Labour Congress is pushing for an enactment of laws that will put an end to the outrageous salaries being earned by members of the National Assembly. NLC President Ayuba Waba made this statement in Akure, Ondo State capital, while swearing in new executive members of the union in the state. Waba expressed dismay at the gap between the rich and the poor in the country, adding that the workers cannot enjoy the new minimum wage due to the high cost of living. The Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, says there is no other hurdle barring or delaying state governments, ministries, departments, and agencies from implementing the new pay structure of 30,000 naira minimum wage. Malami made this clarification, noted that there was no other requirement on the part of the government for the commencement of the payment of the new minimum wage. The minister's explanation came amid a report that his office was yet to release a certain instrument authorizing the payment, the absence of which would unduly delay the takeoff date for the new payment. The Chief of Army Staff, Tukur Buratai, has revealed that the Nigerian Army is sourcing for 1 billion naira to support indigenous production of equipment and armored fighting vehicles in the country. He stated that the monies, which will be sourced internally and externally, will support the Nigerian Army Vehicle Manufacturing Company to meet up with the 4-month target of producing brand new vehicles, which will benefit the Army and the general public. Troops of the Operation Well Struck have rescued 3 kidnapped victims in Benue State. The victims were alleged to have been kidnapped by one Tavoise Akwaza, a leader of the Benue militia. Benue State Governor Samuel Otom, who spoke during a meeting with the victims at the government house, says security operatives have been mandated to arrest any group fomenting trouble. And in Zamfara State, police have arrested one Ikechukwu Emeli, who allegedly participated in the kidnap and murder of 86-year-old James Ilunyasi, the father of the ex-Super Eagles player Chikelu. Haruna Mohammed, the police public relations officer of Zamfara State Police Command, disclosed in Oka that the suspect was arrested at his hideout in Anaku, Ayamelom local government area of the state. The PPRO noted that the suspect escaped arrest in 2014 when he jumped down from Fix Hotel, a three-story building, with handcuffs on. The police further said the suspect had been elusive since then while still terrorizing Anaku and Otocha axis of the state. Meanwhile, the Gombe state government has imposed an indefinite curfew following the death of Boys Brigade killed during a procession in the state. The deputy governor, Charles Ilya, said the development was to forestall any breakdown of law and order.
I stand here on behalf of His Excellency Executive Governor of Gombe State to console with the entire people of Gombe State first, and indeed, and in particular, the Christian community over the tragic development that has created a lot of tension in Gombe State. You know, when anger is on, reasoning comes down, and I think that's what's happening. A lot of things are going in the town. We are now trying to assess the true situation so that we know the next steps to take.
The federal government has paid the suspended executive secretary of the National Health Insurance Scheme, Usman Yusuf, the sum of 13.8 million naira in salary and allowances, despite being indicted by a committee set up by the government to probe him. The 7-man committee, led by Hassan Bukar, set up by the government to probe the NHIS boss, has asked the government to immediately dismiss him. Reports say that between December 24, 2018, when the panel submitted its report, and April 25, 2019, the NHIS boss had received nothing less than 13.8 million naira in salary and allowances from the government. The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP, is asking Governor Siriake Dixon of Bayelsa State to reject the proposed life pension bill for lawmakers in the state. The bill, which was proposed last week by the leader of the House of Assembly, Peter Akwe, will grant life pensions to speakers, the deputy speakers, and other members. The human rights group, in a letter by its deputy director, Kolawole, says public officials have a legal commitment to discharge a public duty truthfully and faithfully. He, however, said should the governor assent to the bill as sponsored, SERAP will institute legal proceedings to challenge the legality of the legislation. And back home in Abia State, heads of various security agencies have vowed to raid all the identified criminal hideouts in Aba, the commercial nerve of the state, and other parts of the state. The Abia State Commissioner of Police, N.N. Okon, disclosed at Aba Area Command while flagging off Operation Pof Ada in compliance with order of the Acting Inspector General of Police to tackle cases of cultism, kidnapping, and armed robbery, and also other violent crimes in the state. Okon said the launching of Operation Pof Ada was deliberate as the place of the commercial city to the economic development of the state and the country as a whole cannot be overemphasized. Abia State government is decrying report of extortion and intimidation by security agencies in the state. The Commissioner for Information, John Okiyekalu, who frowned at the alleged cases of extortion and harassment by security agencies in the implementation of the government directive on adjustment in operational time for tricycle operators in the state, urged Abians to report any act. Stay tuned.
News now on Flow 94.9 FM, Umuahia, the flow of God's own state.
And outside the shores of Nigeria, voting is underway in Spain's third general election for 4 years. The election is marked by the rise of the far-right movement Vox, which opposes multiculturalism and has threatened to end self-rule for regions like Catalonia. Socialist Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez has presented himself as a bulwark against the advance of hard right. And in sports, Nigeria's Super Eagles are planning to be the first team to arrive Egypt for the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations, which they hope to win their 4th title. The idea, according to the team officials, is to afford the Super Eagles an ample opportunity to acclimatize and prepare adequately for the tournament, in which they are one of the favorites. The Eagles will begin their campaign in Group B, that includes Madagascar, Guinea, and Burundi, with a game against Burundi on the 22nd of June at the Alexandra Stadium. Our final stop this evening is entertainment, and Eric Samuel is standing by.
Good day and welcome to Entertainment News at this hour. Peter Okoye has responded to the cheating allegations leveled against him by Tanzania singer Diamond Platnumz. The music star and former member of famous group P-Square revealed during an interview that he doesn't have an idea of what the allegations was all about, and for him, he won't be dwelling on it. Rather, he will concentrate on making good music. It will be recalled that a few days ago, Diamond Platnumz had said his former partner and baby mama, Zari Helson, had cheated on him with Peter Okoye. Congratulations are in order as the Jacobs have welcomed a new baby into their family, and veteran actress Joke Silva can't hold back her excitement. The veteran actress Joke Silva has become a grandmother as her son Olusoji Jacobs welcomes a newborn. The 57-year-old actress took to her Instagram page on Saturday, 27th of April 2019 to share the news with the newest addition of the Jacobs family. Friends and fans have been showering prayers on the newborn and at the same time congratulating the veteran actress as she becomes a grandmother. Still in the movie scenes, Endgame is fitting the victory lap for the greatest franchise ever. The epic end of the Avengers franchise, as we currently know, has finally come, and what an end it is.
Heroes. It's an old-fashioned notion.
A visionary, a genius, ensuring freedom around the globe.
A symbol to the nation. A hero to the world.
A beacon of hope, shining out across the stars.
I look around at us, you know what I see?
A bunch of a-holes.
Possibility. You think you know how the world works?
The world is changing.
The franchise, which have been on for 11 years, spreading over 21 movies, has finally come to an end, and fans can get enough of it. That's on Entertainment News at this hour. My name is Eric Samuel.
Well, thank you very much, Eric Samuel, for that update on entertainment. And that update wraps it this evening on Flow 94.9 FM News at 6 p.m. To end the news, a recap of our major stories. Federal government has vowed it will not spare anyone found wanting in the wanton destruction of lives and property in Zamfara, Katsina, and Kaduna states. The Gombe state government has imposed an indefinite curfew following the death of Boys Brigade killed during a procession in the state. Abia state government has decried report of extortion and intimidation by security agencies in the state. And from on the foreign scene, told you that voting is underway in Spain's third general election in 4 years. Thanks for being with us. Remember that security is everyone's business. Provide useful information to security agencies to ensure your security. Join us at 6:45 a.m., noon, and 6 p.m. every weekday for additional newscast. This is Flow 94.9 FM, the flow of God's own state. You can send your views or information to flowfmnews@gmail.com or visit www.flownews.com.ng for more stories. This bulletin was edited by Ginika Oloha, supervising editor Samson Eze. My name is Michael Oni. Do have a fantastic week ahead.